Yeah, welcome guys. So basically in yesterday's yesterday's class, we have seen that the definition of computer, as well as we have seen the definition of computer in different perspective, like whether in terms of data, in terms of electronic device, in terms of compute. So the final definition what we have seen about computer is it is related to the data, right? And then we have shown you the definition of the data, means what is the meaning of data. Fine. Just take one example. Like yesterday I told in a real time scenario the example of chapati and atta, right? So I told if you'll keep atta, if you'll keep water, if you'll keep tawa and all these things, and if you are not using them, you cannot get the chapati, right? But it is fine, but you are keeping these atta, tawa and all these things somewhere in your room, right? Means some place should be there in your room where you can keep these all things. That means data also need to be stored somewhere. So if you will take data in terms of computer, then of course we have to keep this data in computer, right? So if I will say, like, I have taken your name, your your details I have taken, and I am working on computer, then where I will be storing? I will be storing it in some of the storage device of the computer. So I will tell you in detail about what is the storage device, which type of storage device are present, what is the meaning, where we can keep, how we can keep practically also I will show you. Don't worry about that. Just understand that we have to keep the data somewhere in the location of the computer. Okay, so computer data is information processed or stored by a computer, right? So now yesterday what I have seen related to the data, you have seen that I was talking about a real time example, as well as I have talked about something called your name, your mother's name, your interest and all these things. So don't think like data means only the number 1 2 3 4 is not only the data. Data means many things. So the data in terms of computer might be the image file, might be the audio files, might be the video files, might be the software programs. The thing I told, right? Calculator is working with the computer programs. So this program is also a data calculation of collections of data, basically collections of data. So if you'll talk from the data perspective, I have given the example, but just try to understand when you are working with the data, means data can be a image file. Let us say you are going somewhere and you are taking a snap from your mobile. This snap, if you can say that, you can see in your mobile that it is saved somewhere. You cannot be able to see that what is the format of that image, but you are able to see that when my photo is saved and I can open and I can see that photo. But if you will take this data, if you will take this photo and store in the computer, if you will connect your mobile and connect to the laptop, you will connect your mobile to the laptop, you can see that and you can transfer the data to the laptop. You can see that this image, this particular image is saved in your computer. So that means this image file what you have saved in your computer is also a data for a computer. Let us say you get some videos from somewhere, or you are downloading some movies and you want to see over the laptop. That means you are keeping this audio files also in the laptop. This audio files is also a data. If you'll take from the text document perspective, you have some document, some document also you can save. Let us say I am sending so many of documents to you over email. These are the data. I am giving you the data. So that means the information may be the data may be in the form of text document, image, audio clips, software programs, etc. Okay, and that is about the data. Now What you will do? If I will say that I have kept all this data in the computer, then what is the meaning? Meaning is computer is going to process this data. I will see you in the detail what is the process, what type of process. Today's whole session I think it will take on the process only. So you have kept the data in the computer, and you know you can see that computer is doing some operations and giving some information. So what operation can be done? Let us say I am giving one example. You have saved one data, one image in your computer. You have taken one image, just a random image from somewhere, you have saved it. You can edit that particular image. You have taken some photo with a rough background, but you wanted to clear that background, and you want to use your photo should be very clear with a nice background. What you will do? You go to the computer. There is some software. You can import your photo. You can edit that photo, and you can get the photo with a different and nice background. That means you have kept your data in the computer. You have used a computer tools, and computer has done some processing, and finally you have got one information. The information is a correct data, which is giving some knowledge, some information, right? So that is the process where the computer tools has worked on the particular photo to make it as a meaningful photo is called the process, right? So now today we are going to discuss on what is processing. Basically, processing means, you know if we'll take, again we will take yesterday's example. Yesterday what we have seen, processing means putting the chapati, we are doing some process on the atta, and then putting this one over the tawa, and you are getting something. So when the process of cooking is going on, that means you are doing manually, you are doing, as well as gas is responsible, and the tawa is responsible to do that process. So these many things is happening to make one information. If we'll talk from the computer background, computer perspective, then one second. Yeah, so if we'll talk from the computer perspective, then these processes is not done by any of the humans. We are not doing this process. We have just kept the image file or some other files in the laptop or in the computer desktop anywhere, and then if you want to get some passport size photo, there is no problem. You just use one tool, it will be finished. But whatever the things you will be using on the tool, computer is doing to process, right? So processing. So next, today's session is on processing. Processing is the data processing is the manipulation of data by a computer. Manipulation of data. Manipulation means you are doing some action. Manipulation means doing some actions over the data. And if you are talking the processing in terms of computer, means who is going to manipulate, who is going to take action on the data? Computer. So that means computer is going to take action, or computer is going to manipulate the data. That is called a process. So which data? Data means raw materials. Yesterday we have seen. So that means computer is going to act on the data, the raw materials, and by doing some of the process. So which of the in the computer, which particular functionality is responsible for processing, that we will see in detail. That is called CPU, central processing unit. If you can see, the processing is involved here, right? Central processing unit, and this CPU is responsible for doing all the processes. That is why CPU is one of the most important part of our computer. Without CPU, computer is nothing basically. So CPU as well as some memory, some space is needed. if you are if I am working on your data, that means I need copy, I need pen, I need copy without I need a copy with full space, right? So that I can write your information data and then I can work further and I can do something. So that means these are the things in terms of computer is the storage space. So you need CPU, you need storage where the computer can going to process this data and you will get some output. So what is output basically is you have put it the image file, not normal random image, and then you have used some tool and you wanted like your output should be the passport size photo. You have put it some other for some in a whole body photo you have put it, but you need a passport size photo. So conversion of your whole image, whole body photo to a passport size photo, the photo whole body photo is your input, passport size photo is your output, but in between conversion of your full body photo to passport size photo, the process will be taken care, that is the computer process, and here only the computer will come in the picture, and that is why, and it will be done in a second. It will not be so tough, it will be done in a second. So this is why processing is so much important part of the computer system. So let us understand the things in detail. Okay, so we have seen like data processing refers to the transformation of raw data into meaningful output. Of course we are getting some without any meaning data. The data you have kept in the laptop is not have any meanings, but after some action by the computer, the data whatever you are getting is meaningful. Okay, just take an example. I will say 2. I will not say anything, I will just say 2. Do you think that this is giving any clue? I have said 2. 2 means what? No clue. This is a raw material, that means raw data actually. But again say, let us say I said 2 and I said 3. Then little bit of information is coming here that you have said 2 number. That means there is some operation might be happen, but still it is not clear. I said 2, I said 3, but one second, I said 2, I said 3, but it is not clear. It is not very much clear. When I said 2, it is totally not clear. When I said 2 and 3, it is little bit clear that there is 2 number, but still it is not very clear. But if I will say 2 plus 3, that means what? That means if I will say to you that 2 plus 3, then what you will do? That means your brain will say that sir is asking to add 2 number, right? And what you will do? You will do some process from your brain for the addition, and then you will write 2 plus 3 equals to 5. Fine. So here you are the human, so and then also you got so many problems. When I said 2, you are not able to understand. When I said 3, you are understanding little bit, like 2 and 3, that means 2 number is there, some operation will be there. But if I will say 2 plus 3, then you are completely understanding that 2 plus 3 means okay, addition is there, 2 plus 3 is 5. Fine. So if you are a human, you are taking time to understand. Just understand from the machine perspective. All the machine will be understanding. Means you are giving some, you have given some input as 2. What computer will understand? Nothing. Like you, computer is also, you are a human at least. Computer is not a human. It is a machine. That means you have to give a proper data. Like I have said 2, I will write 2 in the computer at some place. Let us say I have opened a calculator software in the computer and I said 2. Computer will say what? There is no information. I am not understanding anything. Then you write 3. Okay, that means Computer again will understand in your way only, like okay, 2 plus 3, something is coming here, means some operation will be done on the two numbers. Then again you write plus. When you write plus, you have understood from your brain that okay, I have to do the addition. Similarly, computer also will understand the fact that we have to do the addition. So this addition process, here you are doing, here computer will do. In the computer, what particular parts of the computer will do this? This will be done by the CPU. Central Processing Unit will take this information and automatically do the calculation and give the number. See, I have given a very small number 2 and 3. You will take 1 second, computer will also take 0.001 second. But let us say, I will say 4368 plus 4255. I have told you to add. You will take time. Even it is a brain highest computer brain person can only take at least 1 minute to solve this one. But if normal human being, I will give this one a huge number to addition, it is not possible that in a second you can give. But for computer, whether you give 2 plus 3 or whether you will give 1,79,000 something plus 1,59,000 something, computer will take same time in both the calculations. That means processing unit should be very fast in a computer system. That means process should be defined in a correct way. That means the process which particular unit of the computer is doing the process should be very perfect. So that is why data process refers to the transformation of raw data into a meaningful output. Fine. Data process can be done manually using pen and paper. That is what I have said. If I will give to you 2 and 3, you will do 5. That is pen and paper calculations. Data process can also be done by using the mechanical device. Mechanical device means what? The device, if you can see that, typewriter you have seen somewhere. So what it is? Typewriter is also doing some calculations, some data manipulations. You have given some in the paper, you have written something that please, this is my information. Can you do the can you make my biodata? You say like that. Typewriter is also doing the process. The person who is going to use that typewriter will work on that typewriter and do the process, right? So that means manually data can be processed, mechanically also data can be processed, but the thing what we are studying is computer. Computer is processing the data electronically. You are processing the data manually. Mechanically, typewriter is processing the data, but electronically, computer is processing the data. And this process of data processing by the computer is a modern day data processing tool. This is a modern day. We are living in the modern day, and here we do not have much time. We have to be very fast. For this faster calculations, data processing tool is computer. Without computer, if you convert any data, it is very difficult. If you process on any data, it will take lot of times, and lot of times is not, we don't have lot of times. Basically, we have very few times. We have to do many things nowadays. We have to do many things. We have to be very fast in all the fields. So that is why we have to be our brain should also work in a perfect way, as well as we have to be of knowledge of computer in a good way. Okay, so data collection involves getting the data needed for processing from point of its origin to the computer. Just understand, data collection. One thing is, data collection means what? You are collecting the data, you are getting the data. Yesterday I told you give the details about yourself. Another student will give some details. Some other students will give some details. So what I am doing, I am collecting all this data. I am collecting all this data so that I can do some process on this data, so that I will give you some information. Okay. I already told that processing of data, the transformation of data in terms of computer, which particular unit is doing? CPU. So this is one of the questions asked in many of the competitive exams. Many of the, if we'll talk about railway, if we'll talk about different SSC exams, different banking, IBPS, if we'll talk about the SBI PO, SBI managers, different exams if we'll give in the future, you have to remember that these all are the questions is very important. So this is not just like you think from the practical perspective. Whenever you are going to give any exams, you will not get a chance to do the practical things. You have to answer these all questions. So that is why always try to keep understanding what I am saying, and from here many questions will be solved. I will be showing you the questions answer also after the end of some of the sessions. I will show you that till today's session what all question is asked in different exams, and how you can solve these questions very smoothly. After this 5 to 6 sessions, minimum 5 to 6 sessions, I will take on one session on the question answer. Don't worry. Fine. So the thing is, what we have to understand, CPU is the parts of the computer who is responsible for processing on your data, right? CPU full form is central processing unit. Fine. So next point is, output is the production of the required information. Okay, output is the production of the required information. Yesterday what you have got? You have got one chapati when you are doing some operational atta, right? Atta and water and everything you are doing, you are getting chapati. So chapati become the output. Okay, one second. So chapati become the output. Fine. Chapati is just become an output. That does not mean that you cannot use this particular chapati to make something else. If we'll talk from if I will say, like you are cooking some rolls, veg rolls or chicken rolls or something else. So in this one, what you are doing, you are collecting something, that maida and all these things, chicken, small pieces of chicken and all. Then you are cooking cooking one roll, the chapati, right? And then next is, on this chapati you are filling some content to make veg roll or chicken roll, whatever the things is there. That means you can use your output as a input to another process. Understand? You have created one chapati, you have prepared one chapati, and that chapati is used to prepare chicken roll, right? So your output is chapati, but again you have put this output as an input to make chicken roll. So that means what I wanted to say here is, you can use the output of one of the process. You have some data, you have get some output, but that does not mean that this output cannot be used as an input. You can use the output as an input for the next process. That is what you have to understand whenever you are doing some process. Means process is not the final thing. You have a data, you have done some process, you have got some output. Output is the information. So after you have getting the information, do you think like this output is cannot be used as an input to others? Yes, it can be used. You have seen that I can take your output to make some other reports. Okay, so before I will go to details, on what types of processings are there, I just wanted to say one real time example. Okay, fine. So everybody is knowing today, like situation is going on, COVID-19, corona cases are going everywhere. So just understand, this is also a very good thing that you can share to different persons on these things, because just understand, like you can see government officials, from the PMO office, Prime Minister office, okay, or in the various news channels and everywhere, you can seeing, like you can see like that today this particular zone is red, today's this particular zone is green. If you talk from our district, let us say Madhubani district, we are getting many information on today's date, like this from this particular area is in red zone, it is locked on, complete lockdown. Some area is green zone, it is open. If you talk from the state perspective, Bihar perspective, then Bihar government is saying, like these districts are in red zone, this particular district is in green zone, this particular district is in orange zone. And if you talk from the government, central government perspective, then what they are saying? They are saying that this particular state is in red zone, this particular state is good, this particular state is in orange zone. So how this particular things is, who is going to say to, do you think like somebody is going to government and saying over the phone? Do you think that somebody is going to particular prime minister and saying that, sir, today in the Madhubani 6 cases came? Do you think like that? Do you think like in our India, whole India, is it possible that can somebody go and say to the prime minister that it is happening? No. Here the computer came in the picture. That is why I said everything is related, and that is why we should have a good knowledge of computer basics, fundamental. How now I am saying that how this process is happening, so that you can understand the process also here. I said first of all data, right? So here you can understand in this way. Let us say from the Bihar state I am talking. Let us say in the Bihar state we have so many districts. In the district we have a different blocks. In the blocks we have a different panchayat, right? So in each blocks one person is dedicated, or multiple group of person is dedicated to get the data for that particular block. In that particular block, in some particular, let us say Gogardia block I am talking about. So in the Gogardia block, how many affected persons are there? That is the responsibility of that particular block representative to collect the data and send to next level. So how they are collecting the data? They are just not remembering, or they are not just making over the notepad. They are getting a proper data format in the form of computers Excel sheet. Okay, in the Excel there is a MS Excel. I will teach you on this part also how the MS Excel is working. But in the MS Excel they are putting the data. Who are the block representative is putting the data, that sir, for today's date, this is the date, this is the count, number of person who has affected from the corona, this is the number of person which is released from the corona, right? So similarly different blocks in a one district we have so many blocks. So different blocks, different persons is allocated, different groups of representative, who is the officer, actually block officers is represent, he have to give this data as a collections to the whom, to district magistrate, okay, DM. So what the process till now happened? The data, the raw data is taken by block officers, and this raw data is collected it at one place over the Excel, okay, Excel format, and this data has been sent to district magistrate. Okay, so till now when you will talk from the district magistrate perspective, DM will have all the data of this particular district. A block person will have a data for their block only, but if you talk from the DM, they have a detail of the data of all the blocks. Now what DM will do? DM will give this data to next level, that is CMO, Chief Minister Office. So till now the data is a raw data only. Till now all the data whatever is given is a raw data. But now the software professionals come in the picture. The software engineers is coming in the picture, and software engineer is going to work on this particular data by the use of computer. There is many different tools are there, many different tools is there which you can use to convert this particular data into a meaningful graph. you can see in the news, or you can see in the newspaper, some graphs are there, pie chart is there, and some bar chart is there. Different graphs are there, which is representing that in according to this graph, this district in red zone, according to this graph, this district in green zone, something like that. That means the software developers, the software engineers is using the computer, and computer is doing the process over this data to giving us the information. And that is why this data is transferred to next level, that is PMO office. And that is why Prime Minister is able to understand that, okay, according to this graph, this data, this district or this state is affected, so we have to take the strict action on this particular district or this particular state. So that means, see, everywhere you can see that the use of computer, if magistrate has given the data to CMO office, it is no meaning if you will say, because there is no 1 to 2 data, there will be lakhs of data will be coming, because there is lakhs of person affected, lakhs of person is getting tested for the corona. So that means, these lakhs of data, if you will directly give to the chief minister, Nitish Kumar will not able to say that, like according to this data I can see Madhubani is green zone. They are not able to say, because lacks of data. How they will, he do not have so much of time to understand this data. So that means here the software engineers is coming in picture, and here the software engineers will use the computer to process the data, this particular data, and create a valid information. And that information will say to, okay, then that information will be given to Nitish Kumar or the chief minister of the state, and they will say, okay sir, so this is the data, you can see this is red because the count is high, you can see this is green because the count is no less, something like that. So then CM will say, okay, fine, so that means this area is good, we can remove the lockdown from this particular area. Chief minister will say, okay, this area is red, so we can keep lockdown for this one. If chief minister will say that, day by day the count is getting increases, will say that, okay, we have to take less strict action on this area. So chief minister is doing the calculations, giving the answer, or giving the logics by seeing this data, this information basically. So he is not doing anything, CM is not doing anything with respect to processing of data. Who is doing? The software engineers is doing. By help of what? By help of computer. So you can understand how critical the computer, because of this, in a second everybody is saying that this area is red, this area is green, and all these things in these pandemic situations. Similarly, in the state also it is happening, in the central also they are saying the same data. But if you talk from the India perspective, Prime Minister perspective, he do not have to see the one particular district, he has to see all the state. So that means you can understand that there is Arab, crores of information, 125 crores of 130 crores of people are there in the country. That means they should have a knowledge of that, at least 100 crores of people's knowledge, like what is happening, where is what going on. So you can see like this is not possible if you'll go by count, if you'll go and read the each particular thing, like in this particular state, how many are affected, you cannot able to understand, and he cannot say anything in this way. That is where the software engineers are there. They will make the data so easy by use of the computer. They will make the data so meaningful, so that Prime Minister will just sit here and he will say that, okay, this state is having the problem, so just take an action, talk to the state chief minister and take the action on this particular state, he can say. So this is why the processing is so much needed, so much meaningful, and so much important in terms of computer and in terms of real life. So let us understand from the perspective of compute processing, what type of processing are existing in the world. Okay. Okay, so just see the graph, see this diagram basically. So in the diagram, let me zoom it. Okay, so in the diagram you can see that the stage of data processing cycle. Till now I was saying that data is getting processed, data processing is happening by the computer, but how the computer is doing the data process? Computer is doing the data process in some step. What is the meaning of a stage? See, a stage of a life. If I will say what is the stage of my life, then how you can say it? You can say that stage of the life is, first is when we are born, second is when we are growing up, third is when we become adult, fourth is when we become a middle-aged person, fourth is when we go into the last age, and finally we are going to die. So this is the stage of our life. Similarly, the data processing has a stage. So what is the first stage, what is the second stage, what is the third stage, what is the fourth stage? So see here, the first stage is input stage. Data stage of data processing cycle. First stage is input stage. So in the input stage you can see data collection. Input stage means taking the data, collecting the data. So how you are going to collect the data? You can collect the data by using data collection, data capture. So data collection is one of the process where we are going to collect the data. Data capturing is another process where we are going to collect the data. I will give you the difference between data collection and data capture. Then we have encoding, we have data transmission, we have data communication. See here, so many things are given input stage. So just remember, like, when I will say processing, that means the processing unit of a computer is CPU, right? So how the CPU is doing processing internally in the machine, what it is doing, it is taking the input, then doing some process, then going to the output stage, and then going to store it somewhere, that is storage state. Input stage, processing stage, output stage, and storage space. So if somebody will ask that how the CPU is working, tell me that how the CPU is working. Or you can ask to somebody like, okay fine, you know that the processing is done by the computer, right? So can you tell me that how the processing is happening, how the CPU is doing the processing, what is the stage of processing of data? You can ask, like, let us say you have given one I am just giving you one example. In today's life, because of this corona cases, many of the things are happening from the home, so many are doing from the computer. Tell me that how it is happening, what is the stage of processing, how the CPU is processing. Then if somebody will ask you, then you can say, sir, staging process means data processing stage is, first is like input, where we are going to collect the data, we are going to provide the input to the computer, like, okay fine, you have to work on this particular data. Then computer will going to do the process, next step process, and processing will have some particular instructions. Then finally the computer will do the process and will give the output. So once we will get the output, then output will be shown to the user. That let us say if you are working on the computer, then you have given some, if you have given 2 plus 3 to calculator, you only wanted to see 5, right? You wanted to see that what is the output of this particular addition. Similarly, if you are giving some data to the computer, and then you wanted to see that what is the output coming, you only wanted to see. So that means the data should be given to the user, as well as because the data is in the computer system, so it should be stored somewhere. We have to keep this data somewhere inside the computer. So that means last stage is storage stage. So we have, so that's what you can say, that sir, CPU is working in the way where there is 4 stage. One stage is input stage, another stage is processing stage, another stage is output stage, and final stage is storage stage. Fine. So in the input stage, what is coming? In the input stage, it is coming as data collection, data capture, encoding, data transmission, data communications. In the processing stage, what is the thing coming? Processing instruction. Instructions means Your family member also can say that, instruction means the things told by somebody. If you are saying that 2 plus 3, that means you are giving instruction, do the addition. You are giving the instruction, do the addition. If somebody from your family say, okay, come here with no, take some water for me, so that is the instruction. Okay, so instruction means what is given, what is the order given to you. So that means you are going to give some order to the computer. So in the processing stage, this order is need to be executed. Whatever the order you are giving, this order is need to be executed by computer. So next, in the processing stage, you can see this is the performing instruction, right? If you'll go a little bit big, see here, it is performing instruction. Next is transformation, raw data into information. Of course, that is where, this is the raw data. You input stage is the collection of raw data, and processing stage is converting the raw data into information. And next is output stage. Output stage means presenting data to the user. So once you have converted the data, raw data, into particular meaningful information, then you are going to present the data to the user. You are going to show the data to the user, or computer is going to show us the data. See, you have given these things, I have given you the final information, and then you are going to store this particular data somewhere in the computer. So this is the processing cycle of the computer. Okay, so here you have seen two things. One is data collection and another is data capture, right? So what is the difference between data collection and okay, so basically data collection and data capture has little bit of difference. Data capture is the process of obtaining data in a computer sensible form. That means data, see, computer is not working in the same way as human is working. You can work even for the human also. Let us say if you are working on some of the data, something, some task has been given to you, and for this task, if you are not getting a proper things, let us say you are solving a mathematics problem and you do not have a good knowledge, or you do not have a proper copy or pen, or you do not have a proper questions mentioned somewhere, you will get irritated. You will feel like, how we can solve this, right? So as a human, seeing the small problem, we are getting irritated. But as a machine, it is the same. Machine also, computer also feel like if you have to work on something, you have to work with particular data, then data should be in their format so that computer can understand this data. And I will tell you that computer is not understanding. If you write RAM, computer will not understand it is written in RAM. It is converted to 0 and 1 binary format. So this is the very important things that I will discuss later, but computer always understanding the data in the form of zeros and 1. Conversion of data. If I am writing anything here in the machine, in the CPU, these things is going in the form of 0 and 1. It is only understanding 0 and only understanding 1, right? So first thing is computer data collections and data capture. So data capture means the data which you are going to give as an input to the computer is in the computer sensible format. So machine is having a proper understanding format. If you cannot give any data, machine will not understand any data. They will have a proper understanding format. So if you are giving the proper understanding format data to the computer, then it is called as a data capture. But data collection means there is no limitations. Data collections means you can collect the data, any data you can collect, and you can give this as a instruction, this as a input to the computer. You can collect the data. Let us say same thing I have told you as a corona case. Somebody might write in a proper way, this is the name of the person having corona, this is the age of the person, and something like that. But it is possible that somebody some of the block officers might not give the data in this perspective, might be they will give just rough data. Okay, name this one, name this one. So they will not give a data in a proper format. Then what will do, software developer or software engineers has to work on this data to make it as a computer sensible format, and then only the computer can understand this data, right? Because computer is going to do so huge task for you. You are sitting here and suddenly the data is converted into a graph, and that will be easy for you. So if computer is going to give so big things, why you not going to? As a human, we should also have to do something, right? At least you have to give a proper information. If I will say that you do something, then you will say what is the meaning of something. You give me some particular task. If I will say solve question number 6, then you will get irritated. You will say that in what topic I will be solving question number 6, in the math, in the science, in the history, in which chapter, in which exercise. So I will not give any information to you, and I will say you like, okay, solve question number 6. Then you will feel like, I am mad, right? So similarly, computer also thinking in the same way. If you will give some instructions, some input to the computer without giving any proper information, any proper logics, like what you have to do, computer will not going to give any they will not give any output. Yeah, computer cannot speak, but the error you can get from computer, the error is the speaking language of the computer. So they will give the error. Then you will see that, oh, I am not understanding what they have given. But computer wanted to say you that, see, you have given something wrong. I have to do something, but give the proper information, then I will do. So that is what the data collection means. You are just giving a normal data, and computer has a processing center which is going to process on this data, right? So this is whole about the stage of processing of computer. So today we have seen, first is data types, means what are the data types, which is, it might be an image file, it might be audio file, it might be a video file. These all things can be possible. Next is, you have seen what is a process. We have seen the detail on what is the process means. We have taken one of the real-time example of coronavirus case, COVID-19. We have seen that how a data is converted into the information. Practically I will show you in the detail, but here we have seen how the not meaningful data is converted to the meaningful information, and then we have seen the stage of data transformation, right? So next we will be seeing the data processing method. Fine. So see, a data processing method is different. There is multiple data processing methods are present. It is not completely a computer knowledge, but if you talk from the data processing methods, there is multiple methods. First is manual data processing, second is mechanical data processing, third is electronic data processing, fourth is batch processing, fifth is online processing, real-time processing. These are the processing techniques of the data, right? So out of these, if you go to detail, the manual data processing, mechanical data processing, electronic data processing, manual data and mechanical data processing is not a computer data processing. I will just trying to give you some information. I will give the information in the next class, that what is the meaning of these all processing, what is the meaning of manual data processing, what is the meaning of mechanical data processing, what is the meaning of online data processing, what is the meaning of electronics data processing. Then I will show you that ATM is doing what type of process, a bank, in the bank system what type of process is happening, in the mechanical companies what type of process is happening. So that then you will be able to understand that why this in the world, how the suddenly things is changing, why the processing techniques should be changed, because manual processing will take so much of time, but if electronic process will take very less time. And some of the processes which need to, let us on the railway line, you can see that the signal is whenever the train is coming, the signal is down, then signal is up. So what type of process is happening here? If one time if this thing is missed, we all will be in the trouble, the rail will be in the trouble. So that means the real time processing should be happened here. So these all things is the technique of computer: real time processing, batch processing. If we talk from the ATM perspective, you can see that whenever you are giving you inserting the card, you are giving some information, you are getting the money, right? So that means it is a online processing, real time, right? In the batch, in the if you are putting the card, you are directly getting the amount. That means this is the real time processing, real time batch processing is happening here. So these all things we will see in the next session in detail. And then in the next session we will see the processing detail, as well as we will start with component of computer. We will see what is accessories, what is necessary. In the necessary we will be seeing what is the hardwares, and then there I will be discussing in detail the detailed part of hardware, what is CPU, what is RAM, what is ROM. These all details, many things will be, interesting things will be coming in the next session. For now, just I will be sending the today's screenshot, or in the detail, or the notes in the detail. You go through it, you understand it, and if you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you so much.